All right, y'all. Welcome back. Yanni Nalu, Moon's Revolution. And we're going to kick this off with the Divine Feminine. So, the Divine Feminine is in her full-blown energy. You're getting new gifts. You are finding new avenues to connect with the collective. And you're just in full Divine Feminine mode. You're on fire. Intuition is building and on point. You see a lot of things coming. You are all into your solar plexus, your willpower. You're trusting yourself. You're finding balance within yourself. A lot of Divine Feminine could be focusing on just working out, necessarily getting yourself together, especially as it relates to the solar plexus. So you could be trying to get that good six-pack back. Let's see what else we got. Okay, Divine Feminine. What is your intuition telling you? So your intuition is letting you know that there is going to be something very new coming in for you. There's also going to be, well, somebody finds you very, very attractive, Divine Feminine. Okay. All right, so you might not see it coming. Actually, yes, you do. Your intuition does see this coming. Your intuition does see this coming because you are in your full Divine Feminine fire blazing mode. You already can, you know, and you can sense the energy that's coming towards you in their divine blazing mode. So we're going to see if this is your divine masculine coming towards you, because somebody does find you very, very attractive. But also you do have a lot of new beginnings coming in for you. A lot of new bright ideas blossoming for you. It's definitely your divine masculine. So your divine masculine is coming in. Okay. Now, the thing about this situation with your divine masculine coming in is Divine Feminine, you're wanting to know, is this reunion divine? Is this about to be, is it coming in as divine? Are we focusing on the, doing the right thing, or are we only focusing on this? So even though you are welcoming your divine masculine, you do feel like, okay, are we focusing on the union and the, are we focusing on the union and the spirit guides and angels bringing it together, or are we focused on the other aspect of it? Let's see. Okay, so it has been a while. Some of you, since you connected, you could have went a long period of time without communicating with your divine masculine, or you could have went a long period of time of necessarily seeing your divine masculine. And if that's not the case, then it just seems like things have been on hold for quite a while in the union. A lot of things that were supposed to be moving forward, it was taking time to move forward. And more so, the divine feminine was just waiting. It was either you or your counterpart was just waiting on some type of enlightenment, some type of intuition. So things have been sparked, and then it just flipped into the reverse. So things have been sparked. So things that were kind of holding y'all up, especially spiritually. So energetically, universally, which was kind of out of y'all hands, but it had to be a delay in the union because there were things that you had to discover about yourself, and there was things that the divine masculine had to discover about himself, and then there was things that you both collectively had to discover about the union before you two can even be brought back together. Does not stop the fact, though, that the divine masculine has been thinking, and it also could be the divine feminine. We're not just going to put that on the divine masculine. It also could be the divine feminine as well that has been thinking about the Ace of Wands. Let's see. All right. Yep. It's a lot of healing that is coming in for the union. Lots and lots of healing. So like I said, this could have been on the delay because there needed to be some type of healing as well, but things that needed to come into realization, especially as it relates to the union. So there were a lot of things that needed to be healed within the union. So even though that you both could have felt like things were destined and ordained, or things were meant to be together, there was still some type of healing that needed to happen. So for some of you, you could have went maybe even 3 or 4 years without really communicating with your divine masculine. Could have been months. You could have went months without communicating or seeing your divine masculine. But there's going to be a new cycle coming in for both of you. So you are getting up from that, grounding yourself. And there's a lot of dreams. So a lot of you could be having dreams. It could be either be you or your divine masculine that are having a lot of dreams about each other, a lot of dreams about love. You're pouring into each other. If you're thinking about each other, it's a lot of loving thoughts about each other moving forward and how you can nourish and pour into each other. Again, another card of where the energy is not so fully clothed. So that is definitely on someone's mind, just thinking about how when you two are interacting, it does feel like home. When you two are coming together, it does feel like home. Someone is thinking about how it is very rivery. You get what I'm saying? And that divine feminine is not lacking in that department. Okay, so let's do another shuffle. See what's going on. Let's see about the union. Look at the divine masculine. So I said let's see about the union. So it looks like the divine masculine. Let's take these two. And we have travel. So look like the divine masculine is coming towards the divine feminine. There's a lot of travel. Again, Knight of Wands, real flighty, real romantic, real let's get it on kind of energy. But I do see the divine masculine traveling, a lot of action. So it's good to see the divine masculine out of here. It's just all this divine masculine is thinking about, like just coming back together and celebrating and getting things back good between you two. But there is travel, but that's not the only thing. So that's not the only thing that's on the divine masculine's mind. However, it is on the divine masculine's mind, but that's not the only thing. Moving forward past hard times, just moving on. Masculine could be wanting to come together, move together, just kind of considering what it would be like to bring, moving forward to blend families. So you two could be blending families, could be coming together in that sense, or you two could just, or your masculine could just be trying to see what that looks like, you know, you two moving forward into past hard times and celebrating and getting things together, moving past rejection. So at some point, either you or your counterpart have been in a place of rejecting each other, and it could have been that y'all had tried this. This could be the fourth. This could be the fourth time, or you could have tried this before. So I see third time's the charm. So this could be the third time that you're trying with your divine masculine to move forward. All right, this could have been 3 months. Could have been, divine masculine could have reached out in the past and have gotten rejected in the past. And that could have been 3 months, 3 years, 3 weeks ago. So they're thinking about that as well. And now they're just trying to figure out ways, you know, how to still come together. This could be a cycle between you two. There is a situation of where the divine masculine has seems to be, you or your counterpart could have been fighting, could have been fighting the judgment, could have been fighting the family could be against it. A lot of people could not quite agree with it, so you could be trying to fight it, because the final decision is, this is what I want to do. So someone has actually made the final decision, this is what I want to do, I want to move forward. Like I said, it could be a move, it could be a proposal, it could be a marriage, it could be a travel, you know, it could be a child, but there's a decision that is made that, like, listen, this is it, I want to move forward, I've made my decision, I've made my final judgment. So for a lot of you, again, you've tried this already with your counterpart. You two are trying this again. But at this point, there are, due to the delay that had to happen, whatever this delay was, made you both realize that this is a union that needs to be protected. And going forward, if I make the decision to go into union, It doesn't matter who I have to hurt or who I have to cut off. This is what I'm supposed to do, because there are going to be people that are going to be hurt. There are going to be people that are going to be disappointed. But at the end of the day, it's like, hey, this is what I have to do to move forward. This is what I want to do with my life. You know, this person it could be also receiving guidance. They could have went to get guidance from someone, or they could have just really found this out when they were going within themselves and taking some time to think about it, and they could have gotten to a place where they were like, this is what I want to do. So either you or your counterpart could have been single for a while, or if you were in a relationship, you could have felt alone in that relationship, and that's what brought the reality that you're happy with your person. Like, you want to go back, you want to be with your divine counterpart, and you want to be together because that's where you were happy with. And that's when you were the most happy. Both of you could be realizing that. But it took some time. It took a delay. It took a moment of separation. And it took some rejection, you know, however long that rejection was. It took the feeling of rejection to have to really settle in with you two. Also, you two have had other options, other people that you've dealt with, but it's always some type of conflict. You know, a lot of people were fighting for you or your divine counterpart's love, affection, and attention, but it always ended up with conflicts. Always ended up with some type of conflict. Like, things would be, you know, wanting to come together. You really want me. You really want this, but then all of a sudden we're having conflict. We're not coming together. We're not blending together. We're not bringing things together. I have a past, you have a past kind of situation, but it seems like, you know, you weren't merging, whether it be you or your counterpart. Y'all weren't able to blend with your soulmate or with other people that you chose. And it could be because ultimately you two really wanted each other. And a lot of your mates could have picked up on that or sensed it. And even though people might not know, you know, they just know. So let's see. Okay, cards going quiet. Alrighty, we'll do some clarification cards and then we will get on up out of here. I got my thing on, but apparently I can still see that. I had my other mic on last reading and I felt like y'all really couldn't hear me, and I was trying to avoid this one, but I mean, you know, this one's actually better. Well, I don't know yet. I have to go back and listen to it, but I have a feeling that this one's going to be better than the other one. So, clarification. So, have we seen and heard all we needed to see, all we needed to hear? Anything? Okay. Looks like we are done, y'all. Hold on. One flipped. Few flipped. Yeah. So be patient. Your divine masculine is coming in with lots of love, and it's coming in very fast. Got the Knight and the Two of Cups. Nine of Swords and the Two of Cups. Coming in very, very fast. They have something to tell you. They've been thinking. Their thoughts often go back to you a lot. Their thoughts go back to you a lot, but they've really been thinking about this union and coming together. It's on the bottom of the deck, so that's coming in. But you do have your divine masculine who is finding the strength. They've matured in their love as well. They see your strength, but the divine masculine is saying, just be patient. I am coming. Be strong. Be patient. I'm coming. Their love for you is very strong. The love that they have for you is strong. The desire that they have for you is strong. Their willpower that they have for this union is strong. So they're just saying, be patient and I will be there. Be strong. So that's what I have.